It's a beautiful day. Here I am at the stream. Such a calm, peaceful day. Hopefully the water noise isn't too loud so you can still hear me talking. But today we're going to be checking out and opening up the Zendikar Rising 15 card draft booster pack. This is a draft booster pack. I know they have so many different versions now, but we're just opening up this old draft booster pack. So let's have some fun with it. Hopefully we get something pretty sweet. I'm sure we will. Looks like we got some sort of ad on the back. These are cool. It's like a colored artifact equipment. I do like that. One in a red, scavenged blade. Looks like some flint knapped kind of blade. Artifact equipment. When it enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. So it's got a free equip right away. And equipped creature gets +2/+0. Very cool. So pretty much instantly give a creature +2/+0 once you for 2 mana. Nice. Very cool. In the back, just so it doesn't float down the river. Got Field Research, 2 in a blue. It's a sorcery with a kicker for another 2 in a blue. Draw 2 cards. With the spells with kicked, draw 3 cards instead. So you could possibly draw 3 cards for 6 mana, which is pretty expensive, but if you have the open mana and nothing else, it'd be cool to do it. Got this guy right here. He's like in the water, it looks like, and he's flipping through this magical tome with this cool staff. Very cool. Got Core Celebrant, 2 in a white. Creature Core Clerk. It's a 1/4. When that or another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain a life. Alright, so a lot of life gain. Makes you think of the Ajani's kind of Pride Mate kind of deck. I remember there's a bunch of cats that when they enter the battlefield gain a life. Just make it stronger and stronger. By Jake Murray. Kind of makes me think of Zendikar. Obviously that is the set anyway. Very triangular kind of obelisk shapes. Very cool. We got Molten Blast. 2 in a red. It's an instant. Looks like this guy's literally running in the magma chamber. Choose one. Deals 2 damage to target creature, planeswalker, or destroy target artifact. So it's got a little bit of utility right there. Get rid of an artifact or 2 damage to something. For 3 mana, not too bad, and an instant speed. I like it. Drawn by Izzy. Run through the flames. Hopefully this weird kind of texture I'm seeing on the display lens isn't showing up in the camera. Hopefully it's not. Got Territorial Cythe cat. So does it have like Cythe on it? Does it have a Cythe fang, or is there a Cythe literally grafted to its arm? It's like Wolverine's angry cat cousin. 2 in a green. Creature cat with trample. It's a 2/1. It's got landfall, which is a great ability. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under control, put a 1/1 counter on Territorial Cythe cat. And it goes with the name. Territory means like land, so the more land you control, the stronger it gets. I like that a lot. It's a 2/1 with trample for 3 mana. Late game, if you had it out early, this thing would be pretty big and pretty annoying. And it's a cool picture as well with those scythe arms right there. Brutal jaguar looking thing. Drawn by Winsu 10. They got Ghastly Gloom Hunter, 1 in a black. It's a zombie bat, all for that. It's a 1/1. It's a kicker for 3 in a black. So it's got a little bit of a kicker cost. It's got Flying and Lifelink, which is sweet for 2 mana. If it was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 2 1/1 counters on it. So if you kick it, it can be a 3/3 with Flying and Lifelink. If not, it's just a 2 mana 1/1 with Flying and Lifelink, which is great away, because even if you use it to block, you're at least going to gain a life. Very cool. This is drawn by Zihyu Chen. Angry looking bat, and it looks like it stole some sort of livestock or something. It's flying over the hills. It's literally got spikes for eyes. I mean, bats don't need their eyes, and they're showing it in this image. Got Rabid Bite. Well, I'm sure they need their eyes. Rabid Bite, 1 in a green. It's a sorcery. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. I like these kind of fight cards. It'd be sweet if it's an instant speed, but you can see these giant like Goliaths or Bolos or whatever these creatures are. This little guy in the background is biting this guy right here, biting him on the back. Made his own combat by John Thacker. Cool, kind of cool watercolor looking right there. Got a cool looking artifact, some sort of neat like ornithopter looking thing. Cliffhaven Kite Sail. It's a 1 mana artifact equipment. When it enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. So again, it comes in pretty much with the free equipped. Equipped creature has flying. It's 2 to attach, and pretty much you play it for 1, you can instantly give a creature flying. It's like a permanent jump. Very cool. Caroline Garaby. Pretty cool. Makes me think of early aviation or something like that. Got Akum Hellhound, 1 red. It's an elemental dog. It's a 0/1 with landfall. Whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, Gets +2/+2 till end of turn. That's pretty sweet. It's a 1 mana that can become a 2/3 whenever you play a land. So pretty much every turn this thing's probably going to become a 2/3. Maybe not the turn it came into play unless you played it correctly. By Jason Kane. It's like some sort of lava dog. It looks like meteors are falling down, but he doesn't seem too affected. In fact, he seems kind of like he likes it. Got Bubble Snare. Oh, look at this poor guy. He's snared. Looks like he's almost frozen in it. This poor Merfolk trapped. 1 blue. Enchantment or kicker for 2 and a blue, so you got a kicker. It's an enchant creature. When it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, tap enchanted creature. Oh, enchanted creature doesn't untap because it controls untapped steps. So either you can put it on a creature that's already tapped and keep it untapped, but if you pay the kicker, you can tap it and put it on it. But you probably want to get it when the creature's tapped because it's a lot cheaper, but very cool. Jakub Kasper. Fun little art. Look at his face. He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Looks like, what is this? This was a common. We're on to the uncommons. Look at this crazy looking art right here. Moth Pit Skellington. Black and a green plant Skellington. It's a 2/2. Kicker for 3. If Moth Pit Skeleton was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 3 1/1 counters on it, so it can become a 5/5 for 5 mana. Whenever 1 or more 1/1 counters are put on a creature you control, if Moth Pit Skeleton is in your graveyard, you may put it on top of your library. Awesome, and I do have a skeleton deck, but it doesn't have any green in it, but it's got some cool recursion right there. So you kind of come back from the dead by Brian Sola. He died, or he still has the sword in his hand. Look at those green piercing eyes. Very cool. Oh, look at this art. Crazy. Mind Carver. There's like a blade being held inside the skull. I bet if you take it out, it's got magical powers, demonic powers. 1 black artifact equipment. When it enters the battlefield, attaches to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 and gets +3/+1. Instead, as long as the opponent has 8 or more cards in graveyard. So as long as your opponent has kind of like, I can't think of that ability where you fill up your graveyard. But interesting. So the more cards in their graveyard, it could be more powerful. And it's a 2 and a black to equip it. That's cool. So it can actually be, give it +3/+1 for 1 mana. Very cool. It's an uncommon. This is drawn by Scott Murphy, by the way. Got Golma, Fada Vanguard, 1 in a red, creature human warrior. It's an uncommon. It's a 2/2. When it attacks, target creature and opponent controls with power lesser than or equal to the number of warriors you control can't block this turn. Okay, so you can pretty much make a creature not be able to block if you have a bunch of warriors. That's what it's going at. Oh, got a little mosquito flying at me. This is drawn by Sean Sevistier. Cool. So it's like some warrior tribal right there. Don't really have a warrior deck, but that'd be cool. Looks like we got some sort of flip card for the rare. Hagra Mauling, 2 and 2 black. This spell costs 1 less to cast. If the opponent controls no basic lands, that's an interesting kind of stipulation for that. I guess in certain formats where they're probably using a bunch of utility or multi-lands, that's the only way you're going to get it. And it's a destroy target creature. So it's a destroy creature instant speed. I guess it'd be cool if it could destroy a planeswalker as well for either 4 mana or 3 mana. But I feel like it'd be hard to get that 3 mana unless you're playing against definitely someone using a bunch of multi-lands. And then on the back of it, it looks like we got a Hagra Brood Pit. Enters the battlefield tapped and adds black to your mana pool. Okay, that's cool. It gives it a lot more utility now that I realize it's a land on the back. Because in a situation where you don't have a lot of lands on the battlefield, but you don't have to do removal, you can play it as a land. Or in a situation where you have a lot of land on the battlefield and you want to get rid of something, you can flip it over in your hand and use it as a spell. The only thing about these cards is you have to carry placeholders in your deck unless you use sleeves. Unless you use sleeves, then you're not going to be able to see the back. But obviously, if you have it in your hand and you don't have sleeves, they're going to tell what card it is. But still, cool card, and I do like the flips. Interesting, they only have this kind of symbol on the one side. Right. Then we got a nice little island right here. Some beautiful water, vortex. Very Zendikar looking. And then, welcome to the arena. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool little pack. I really like the plant skeleton I got. This is probably my favorite artwork because it's kind of goofy. And I feel like the guy regrets trying to eat this mage or whatever. And yeah, just a cool little pack. Anyways, it's a beautiful day out. I hope you're all enjoying. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Stay positive. Keep on keeping on. And I'll catch you on the next one.